In the history of the world wars, it's filled with stories of heroes. But there's likely no hero, being as strange as this one. He was 6 feet tall, weighed over 200 kilograms, loved to drink beer, and was the best friend of an entire company of soldiers. Oh, I forgot to mention, he was a bear. This is an unconventional tale of Wojtek, the only bear in the world to ever truly become a soldier. This incredible story begins back in 1942, amidst the chaos of the Second World War. At that time, a group of Polish soldiers was traveling through the mountains of Iran when they came across an Iranian boy holding a small brown bear cub whose mother had been shot by hunters. Out of pity, the Polish soldiers decided to buy the cub with a few cans of food and named him Wojtek, an old Slavic name meaning happy warrior. At first, Wojtek was very small. He was still drinking milk from a bottle, but the soldiers of the entire company took great care of him, feeding him condensed milk from an old vodka bottle. These soldiers, huh? Letting him soak up the military camp atmosphere from a young age. Wojtek grew up among the soldiers, so he never thought of himself as a bear. He thought he was a soldier too. He learned to walk on 2 legs like his soldier friends, loved to wrestle, which of course he always won, and enjoyed sneaking into the shower tent, which often resulted in a flood. Most importantly, he learned to socialize like a soldier. Wojtek's favorite thing was beer. He would lift the beer bottle and drink it just like a person. He also liked to eat cigarettes, but he didn't smoke them. He would just hold them in his mouth for a cool look and then eat them. He became the company's mascot, bringing laughter and boosting the morale of the soldiers who were stressed from the war. A major turning point in Wojtek's life came when the company had to move by ship from Egypt to Italy to join the battle. It turned out the British soldiers in charge of the port strictly forbade bringing pets aboard the warship. Now what? There was no way they were going to leave their 4-legged best friend behind. So the Polish soldiers came up with a brilliantly unconventional idea, which was to officially enlist Wojtek as a soldier. Yes, that's right. They arranged all the paperwork, appointing Wojtek as Private Wojtek of the 22nd Artillery Supply Company. He had a rank, a serial number, and his own paybook. When the British soldiers saw the official documents, they were just stunned and had to let this bear private board the ship. Wow, what clever cunning. And it was here in Italy that Wojtek performed the heroic deed that became a legend. At the Battle of Monte Cassino, known as one of the most brutal battles of the World War, Wojtek saw his fellow soldiers struggling to carry heavy crates of artillery shells up the mountain. So he walked over, used his 2 front paws to lift a crate of ammunition, and carried it. He then walked and delivered it to the soldiers at the gun emplacement, crate after crate, without a single person ordering him to do so. His actions greatly boosted the morale of the soldiers and helped speed up the transport of weapons significantly. The image of a large bear walking on 2 legs, carrying an artillery shell amidst a hail of bullets, became seared into the memory of every soldier. And to honor this heroic act, the 22nd Company changed its official emblem to a picture of a bear carrying an artillery shell, which is still in use to this day. After the war ended, Wojtek and his soldier friends were relocated to Scotland, where he instantly became a celebrity. Everyone wanted to see the Polish bear hero. But when the army had to be demobilized, many soldiers had to return home, and they couldn't take a giant bear back with them. Private Wojtek's final home became the Edinburgh Zoo. There, he lived a comfortable life, but always seemed lonely, until he heard the Polish language from visitors. Wojtek would stand up and give a low growl, as if greeting old friends. His former comrades from the company would also visit him often, sometimes secretly tossing him cigarettes to eat, just like in the old days. Wojtek passed away in 1963 at the age of 21, closing the chapter on the amazing story of an orphaned bear who became a brave soldier in the Second World War. And that was the story of Wojtek on Unconventional Tales. His story proves that friendship and courage can truly exist in all forms, even in the form of a furry four-legged best friend on the battlefield. For today, Unconventional Tales must say goodbye. We'll be back next time with more peculiar stories that will make you shout, "Whoa, is that real?" For now, goodbye.